Yo, what's going on, guys? Today we have why the slap shot gun extent in NHL hockey. The slap shot. I think the slap shot is just the shot where you just, I don't know what the slap shot is. I don't know what the slap shot is, man. But hey, we gonna learn today, man. We gonna learn. That's why we watching these videos, to learn about hockey. If this is your first time here on this channel, I'm a novice when it comes to hockey. I never grew up watching hockey. I'm just now starting to get into it, and I'm loving what I'm seeing so far, man. My favorite player is right now is McDavid. McDavid, man. The first time I seen him, he was going crazy on the ice, bro. It was cutting up, going crazy. I'm like, oh yeah, this man is nice. My favorite team right now, but my favorite team is the Panthers, Florida Panthers, because I live in Florida. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. Yeah, man. Let's learn about the slap shot. Why they don't do it no more. Let's see. One more thing. Subscribe.
When guys would just enter the zone and absolutely T1 home.
See, I was right. I was right, man. Come on, man. I was right.
Those were some of the best goals. Hell, some guys would just step right in on a breakaway and wire one a few feet out from the goalie just for the fun of it. The slap shot can be a shooter's best tool for beating a goalie clean. If they remain accurate, the power alone can make it difficult for a goalie to stop. So why don't more players use it? If you watch hockey now, it seems like slap shots are happening less and less frequently. Actually, the numbers back this up, as over the years, the number of slap shots taken per game have been declining every single season. And that's simply because the game is becoming too fast for the classic slap shot. And when I talk about a classic slap shot, I mean the one that you've seen guys like Gretzky, Iginla, and Sundin use back in the day to just beat a goalie clean off the rush. Those types of shots very rarely go in nowadays. And you can point to the evolution of goaltending as a reason for this, but mainly 15 to 20 years ago, the speed of the game just wasn't the same. Now, we will get to one-timers later, but for years, slap shots were the more common weapon of choice for offensive players entering the zone or from the blue line by a defenseman. But in today's game, it's no longer the preferred option. Taking a properly executed slap shot is purely situational. Great slap shots require time and space. Since the game has naturally progressed in terms of speed, skating, systems, and even stick technology, coming in off the rush and taking a slap shot just isn't the best decision. Very rarely players have the time and space anymore to wind up and hammer one home. Defending teams almost always have a player applying back pressure, and almost everyone is a fantastic skater, thus speeding up the entire game and forcing shooters to make quicker decisions with the puck.
That makes sense.
Even when modern day shooters do have the time and space, most of them prefer to let a quick wrister or snapshot go as opposed to the traditional clap bomb. Not only because of speed, but also because of deception. While nothing feels better than flat out beating a goalie with a bullet slap shot from 50 feet out, winding up for that slap shot is a big flashing signal to goalies that you are shooting the puck. Unless your shot is perfect or you're Alex Ovechkin, the odds of that slap shot going in is extremely low. This has led to the evolution of shooting that we've seen with players like Austin Matthews and Connor Bedard. Known for their toe drag release method, the speed of which that they can get this off is far more convenient while adding a layer of deception in the process. Since defenders are so great at gapping up and giving limited space to attackers with their skating, it becomes extremely difficult for a puck carrier to wind up and take the traditional slap shot. So as a result, offensive players have adapted and changed their approach. However, the slap shot is still very effective from a distance, which is why you still see Norris Trophy winner Erik Karlsson absolutely bomb one home from time to time. But the evolution of the game has changed this too. Defending teams have always had systems of pressuring the point man at the blue line. But again, the speed of which that player arrives to challenge a puck carrier has drastically changed. As a result, defensemen rarely have enough time at the blue line to line up and take a slap shot. So instead, they've just opted for a quick wrist shot to just get the puck on net. If you look at the best offensive defenders in the NHL, They have mastered the art of getting pucks through traffic as quickly as possible. Defenders are choosing precision over power. Speed and efficiency dominates the game, and unfortunately, the slap shot rarely fits under those categories.
Yeah, I mean, the more skill that you have, you always gonna pick precision over power. Because power, if you're just using power, that requires less skill. Like, if you don't have that much skill, you're just gonna try to power through. But if you have skill, you're gonna use precision. Like, and precision is always gonna make you more efficient. You feel me? So people just choosing more to be more efficient than you just, yeah, you feel me? So stuff like that. So I think I get it.
Slapshot thankfully hasn't gone fully extinct. You'll still see some guys choose to bomb one, but to take a properly executed slapshot requires time and space, which is why the most useful place for slapshots today is on the power play. The game slows down and opens up with the man advantage, giving the very best shooters in the world an opportunity to use this lost art. Players like Ovi, Pasternak, Thompson, and Pettersson are almost automatic with their one-time slapshot. Being wide open with space, players have the time on the power play to tickle the rafters and unload as quickly as possible. But even with one-timers, this is evolving too. Take Leon Draisaitl, for example. When you watch him take a one-timer on his strong side on the power play, you rarely ever see him wind up for a full-blown slapshot. At most, he brings his stick back to his hip and opts for a hybrid release, once again choosing speed and efficiency. Right now, the slapshot kings in the NHL, according to Big Head Hockey, are Alex Ovechkin, Steven Stamkos, and David Pasternak. And while other NHL superstars can rip the puck, the evolution of NHL hockey is slowly making the slapshot a lost art. So, who do you think has the best slapshot of all time? Let me know in the comments down below. And before we end the video, I want to thank our sponsor, Hockey Training. If you're a hockey player who wants to improve your game this summer, the Hockey Training app and YouTube channel is the best place to be. Armed with drills inspired by some of the greatest NHL players in the world, it is the #1 spot to take your game to the next level, both on and off the ice. They got so many great NHL training videos on their channels, so if you're interested, I'll leave the links in the bio down below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more hockey breakdowns, make sure you click the subscribe button and turn on notifications.
This was a very good video. I feel like that's in a lot of leagues are like that. Like, people are choosing efficiency over what's the other hey, I don't know. But people are trying to be more efficient now. You feel me? Like, it's just more skill involved. Like, I think from things I see on the slap shot, you just kind of just power through. You rely on power and not skill. Now they're using more skill, and that's why you don't see it as much. And like he said, like for the power shot, you need time to like settle into the power shot so you could hit it in. You feel me? And stuff like that. So yeah, so I feel like that's why you don't see as much. Yeah, man. Again, I'm gonna start watching a lot more hockey because I'm loving it, honestly. So please continue to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.